Let's break it down. That was Senate Majority Leader John Thune and then House Speaker Mike Johnson on how Democrats' DHS shutdown is harming hardworking Americans, like TSA agents not getting paid. We got long wait lines now fast becoming the norm in airports and cities like Houston, New Orleans, and Atlanta. Joining us now, Fox News contributor, former House Oversight Chair Jason Chaffetz. Jason, it's great to have you on. What's your take on this? I mean, TSA union leaders are demanding Democrats end this DHS shutdown. I mean, Jason, what's next? Are Democrats going to recommend arriving 6 to 8 business days early before a flight?
Yeah, it is not only harming the people. These are people that work for the federal government. They're trying to do the right thing. They deserve to get paid. Democrats made this argument time and time again when they had the power, and Republicans tried this stunt, and it didn't work. And Republicans learned that lesson. But Democrats, they're doing it the wrong way now. There is no excuse. You know, for a long time you heard, oh, well, Secretary Noem is the head of Homeland Security. We got to get rid of her. Well, she's no longer going to be the head of Homeland Security. So what is it that they really do want? They're harming not only the employees that are trying to make the money, but the airlines are getting crushed. How about all the business that is lost, the economic impact, the people just trying to go on vacation, visit loved ones? Those types of things are being suppressed and shut down. And we have over 2 million people on airplanes every day. Every one of them should know and understand it's Democrats and Democrats alone that's causing this mess and the disruption that goes to their personal lives having to stand in these lines.
Yeah, what about a surgeon having to rush home for a surgery, or, you know, a child having to rush home because their mom or dad are dying? Let's get your reaction to the acting deputy TSA chief now saying if the shutdown continues, U.S. airports may have to shut down. Watch this.
We're doing absolutely everything we can. We have a national deployment office force, and we've fully depleted that. So at this point, we're fully stretched. And so, frankly, there's not much else we can do. As the weeks continue, if this continues, it's not hyperbole to suggest that we may have to quite literally shut down airports, particularly smaller ones, if call-out rates go up and we can't, a lot of these officers can't afford to come in. I talked to one officer this week. She's a single mother, and she has a special needs child, and she can't afford to pay for her special needs child's childcare. So again, I believe it's frankly unconscionable that we have Senate Democrats that are playing, they're holding our folks' financial livelihood hostage over political games, political partisanships.
Yeah, Democrats are really abusing voters and taxpayers here, Jason. It would be a big deal if airports had to shut down. You know, there's a report coming in. Border Czar Tom Homan, the deputy White House chief of staff, sent a letter to Senator Katie Britt reiterating that concessions to the Democrats that ICE won't do raids in places like churches. They'll wear body cameras. What do you make of these already out there concessions to stop the shutdown?
Well, it just begs the question, what are Democrats trying to achieve? Adam Stahl is absolutely right. And remember, it's not just TSA, although that's the most visible where there's the most interaction. But how about the Coast Guard? I mean, they're probably doing less patrols and making the waters and our seaways less safe along the way. What about FEMA? We have natural disasters in this country, and we're going into month 2 of not paying these people. What is wrong with these Democrats? I thought they loved the federal workers. Evidently not, because they don't seem to mind them suffering.
Yeah, let's make them TSA agents for a day. See how it goes. What do you make of this Axios report?
They couldn't handle it.
Yeah, Axios is reporting. What do you make of this? A growing number of Democrat candidates won't back House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. More than 80 freshman candidates already don't support Jeffries. What do you think?
I think that's right. I don't know what you call leadership, but he hasn't really exemplified leadership. And in the United States Senate, come on, Chuck Schumer leading them where? It's just they're demonstrating going into the midterms that they're not the adults in the room. The Republicans are acting responsibly, not the Democrats, and that'll be a major theme going into the election.
Jason Chaffetz, thanks for being with us tonight. It's always great to see you. Thanks for coming on. Now, please listen to this.